Okay. So give us a walkthrough of your setup.
Alright, this is a walkthrough of my setup at church on the Behringer X32 mixing console. So when you move to my routing page, I take all my inputs from the local inputs and my outputs also from the local output. But I'll be doing a virtual sound check. So I'll be taking my inputs from the card and my outputs also from the card. I have my drums from number one. I have kick 1 in, kick 2 out, snare, hi-hat, first tom, second tom, floor tom. Going to a subgroup and to another subgroup before it moves to the stereo bar. Then I have my bass guitar from here straight to the subgroup. Then I have my keys straight from...
Is a bass guitar going through a subgroup or is going straight to the stereo out?
Straight to the stereo out.
Oh, okay.
Straight to the stereo out. Then my keyboard is a stereo input, which I've linked it. Then from the channel straight to the stereo input, stereo output, sorry. And my guitar too, straight from input to the stereo output. My loops, like my loop channel, straight from the input to the stereo output. The same thing as another piano, straight from the input to the stereo output. Then I have my BVs. I have 4 BVs. They are not going straight to the channel, but I have a stereo subgroup for them. So from the input, it goes into the stereo subgroup before it moves to the main stereo bar. Then I have some prayer mics, so my microphones also here. Come on straight from the channel to the main stereo. Then I have my lead vocal. My lead vocal is also going straight to the main stereo bar. Then my Bishop's microphone also going straight to the main stereo bar. Then my subgroups, the band stock back. The band stock back are not going to the stereo bar. They are just going to the monitors, in-ear monitors. So when you go to my mix bus page, I have my BVs in here, my drums in here, bass, keys, another second key is the guitar. Then from there, my main output, my main speaker outputs, I'm not using any processor, so I'm using Matrix as my processor. I have my main speakers on Matrix 1, then my subs on Matrix 3. I have Matrix 2, that is for our radio online. Then our Matrix 5 and 6 for our live stream. So that one is a linked channel. So let's dive into my drums, how I process my drums before it gets to the main stereo. So I have my first drum bass here. That is all my drums are going straight to that bass before it gets to the stereo. So when you have a look on my drums, they are not going to the stereo mix. I have it here as a subgroup. Then I'm not doing any compression on this subgroup. Yeah, but just doing a little bit of tone shaping here. I'm taking out the like some frequencies. I'm just cutting out from some frequencies. Then another stereo bass for the drums as a parallel compression. Yeah. For this group, for this subgroup, all the drums, my kicks, snare, first tom, all my toms are going into the group unless except the hi-hat. So
okay, so you are doing something very interesting here.
Yeah.
I want you to explain to the viewers. I'm saying that normally, if it's like a normal bass, like a mixed bass, so you click on any of the mixed bass, maybe click on the drum mix bass,
okay,
right, and then click on send some fader. Okay. You realize that we're actually sending because it is pre-fader,
yeah,
right? Yeah. But come back to the drum basses. Realize that the only thing that you've done there is unmuted the things you want to send.
Yep.
And then you've not pushed any fader.
Yes.
Because you are sending it post fader.
Yeah.
So anything you are doing on the live console will affect this one.
Yes.
So you just care about the mute and unmute things. That's why we are not seeing the faders up.
Yes.
Okay.
So on my parallel compression, when we go to my EQ, I'm boosting the low ends and boosting the high ends small. Then we come to the compression. I'm doing a lot of compression here. Then I've also opened the makeup gain. Like I'm using it as a volume because I'm doing a lot of compression. I'm bringing it down. Yeah.
Okay. So all the things that you're compressing, you are making up for that.
Yeah.
By using a makeup gain.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
So actually, the faders are down because I'll demonstrate it after I've done the walkthrough. I'll demonstrate it for you. See with the virtual sound check. Then my BVs. I have my BVs bars. So, okay, before I go to the BVs, I have my DCAs, my drum DCAs. The channels are not going straight to the DCA. But my loop is only the channel that I have, like an input channel that is going to the DCA is only the loop. But my drum DCA, I have the bass, main drum bass. Yeah, going.
So there is actually a way where you can actually send a bass to a DCA.
A DCA, yeah.
That's very interesting. So I thought you could only send channels to DCA.
No.
But I'm saying that you can actually send basses. So you're sending the two drum basses, the normal drum bass and the parallel drum bass to a DCA.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me demonstrate how to do that. So you have the DCA and the bass masters on the at the same right hand side where your mixed bass faders are. So someone will ask how can I select this one here and select
then go there.
Yeah. When you come to where your input channels, where the faders are, the last button on your left hand side, you have your bass masters, all your bass masters here. So when I tap here, let's say if I push my first drum fader, my drum bass fader, you see it also moves here.
Oh, they are interlinked.
Yeah. So it's the same thing. So if you want to send a bass to a DCA, then when you go to your DCA page, you select it, then you have to move you have to come to your left hand side.
Okay.
Where your channel faders are. Select the bass master.
Then go to the bass side. Okay.
Yeah. Then you press and hold, then you can select them.
Okay.
So my drums, I have my loops and my loop channel and my drum bass is going to my drum DCA.
Okay.
Then my BV group. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about that. I have four BVs. Yeah. They are not going straight to the main stereo bar, but they are going to. They are passing through a stereo group before it goes into the main stereo bar. Then
you are still linking that main stereo bus to a DCA. Beautiful.
The channels are not going to the DCA, but the bass
is rather good. Like what we did for the drums.
The same thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So on the BVs, on the BV DC BV subgroup, I have I have inserted something and an FX.
Effect insert. Okay.
Yeah. So I have Edison.
Okay.
FX. Yeah. So the reason why I'm using this one is just to push the BVs back, like a little bit back from the center.
Okay.
Then I'm spreading them more to the stereo. I play stereo sound. So we are doing a stereo sound here. So I'll just bring them down in the center. At the center, then I push them more on
to the side.
Stereo. So stereo, when you see come to this, there is a stereo spread Like,
okay.
Yeah. So you actually the knob you can spread them. How much you want to spread them to the stereo. Then this one too is a low spreading the low mid frequencies. Yeah.
Okay.
That one too, and it has a mid side like you can switch between if you want a mid side input or stereo. Yeah. So me I prefer the stereo. Then the output too, you can choose whether you want a mid side or stereo output. I keep it on the stereo. I keep the low mid.
So what you mean by mid side is mono?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing for my BVs. Then on the same BV group, I have a little bit of EQ. I have a compressor on it.
Okay.
Then I also have my bass guitar.
Okay.
Going straight to the stereo back.
Okay, so the bass is going straight
to the stereo, main stereo.
Is there any effect insert on the bass, or is just going?
No, it's just going there.
Your DI box, and then straight to the local inputs.
Yeah. So I'm doing a little. I have an EQ on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I've reduced about 11 dB around the. I've reduced 11 dB of the about 500 hertz area. Yeah, on the 500 hertz frequency. It sounds very boxy when I demonstrate it to you.
Okay.
So then I'm boosting a little bit of the high note.
Okay, then this bass is going into a DCA?
Yeah. Okay. It has its own DCA.
Okay.
I have my stereo. I have a keyboard. Okay. It's a stereo. I've linked it. It's a stereo input. So I have another piano. That one too is a stereo. So that one too, I'm doing a compression on it. Other keys too, I'm doing a compression on it and a little bit of doing the low cut and a little bit of the high cut. The same thing as this one. Then I have a lead guitar too. That one too, a little bit of EQ then. Compression. But this guitar and the piano has one DC.
Okay, so okay. You're putting like it's like a band DC.
Band DC.
So guitar, 2 keyboards, 1 guitar, one DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my guitar, I'm doing like I've panned it to the left side.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not just sending anything straight to the center. I'm doing
some hard panning.
Yeah. The same thing to my BB channel input. Yeah. Yeah. Guitar to the left. But for the keyboard, it's a stereo input. So
okay, stereo input. So the left one is to the left.
Yeah, the right one to the right. So actually, when the person is playing the keyboard, when he moves to the right side, yeah, you see, it gives you that panning.
That feel.
Yeah, that feel.
And most keyboards also have that knob that you can actually
do
something one tone to the left, one tone to the right. So it gives it.
Yeah.
Okay, so it comes through straight away.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So after that, I have my lead vocal on the channel 23. Yeah, actually, I'm doing. I'm doing a high ratio of compression here. Yeah. Sometimes the lead vocal. Sometimes when they are pitching, they scream a lot. So I have to push it down. No makeup gain.
Interesting.
No makeup gain. Yeah. No makeup gain. So that one too has its own DCA. That is
okay.
That one is going straight to the it's going straight to the mains. No, it doesn't have any mix back or stereo.
Straight
to the stereo back. Then I have my prayer microphones to straight to the stereo back, then to the DCA. Then my FX return also has a DCA.
Okay, so where are they? Is the third one on the left?
Yeah.
On your left, the third one.
Move here.
Okay. But this is really, really smart because I see kind of like beginner sound engineers quickly going to that particular side, turning down the effects. But how you chained all of them to like one DC. And then you mute, control. Somebody will just assign them to a mute group or something down there. But you want to control the faders and then the mute option. I think that's very smart.
And I also use this as a mouse to control
the effects, the time,
this one too for my
the tempo.
This one for the DCA. The insert. I use this one for the backing the background vocal. They are stereo back. The insert app inserted on it. Sometimes I don't need to use it. Maybe sometimes they are using the microphone for something else. Then
you just off it.
Then I just off it.
Nice.
So when I move to the group, let's see, go to the home page. So when I press it, you can view it from here.
Oh, okay.
Then the insert.
Okay. As you press, then it comes on and off.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good.
So I have my tap tempo to here.
Okay.
Which
the almighty tap tempo.
And it changes. At the time, it changes the time.
Oh, of the stereo delay.
Depending on the tempo or depending on the tempo of the song, then I tap to.
You tap.
Yeah. So I have we don't use stage monitors. We use in-ears. So
we don't even use combos.
No, we don't use combo.
You just have one side fill to the right.
To the right side.
Then all the instrumentalists have in-ears in their ears.
Including the BVs and including the BVs,
They also use them.
So the BVs has theirs, the drama. Two others.
The rest of the instrumental.
Yeah.
So through the DC, then before it goes to the main stereo bus, right?
Yeah.
And then you are setting the stereo bus to your matrix.
Yes.
Okay, that's where you explain that. You are giving one to your speaker,
one to
live stream,
and all those things.
radio, and then your sub.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I can summarize what you just did, you mean all your drums are going into a subgroup post fader.
Yes.
Another set without a hi-hat is going into another subgroup for parallel compression. Post fader.
Yes.
Now, what's it called? The
BVs too
also have their
subgroup
mics going through subgroup. Also post fader.
Yes.
And then the rest are in-ears, right? When it comes to those buses.
Yes.
1 through 8 or something. Then you are linking these subgroups to a DC. So sometimes, for example, the drums, you are mixing subgroup, then a normal channel like the loops through the DC.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to the bass, straight to the subgroup because you want to mix it alone. Then you are combining the guitar and the keyboard into one band like that to the DC.
Yeah.
Then you are pushing the prayer mics to also one DC, vocals to one DC, and then you're also doing the main mic to one DC because you want to control everything on your right. Bishop's mic on your right. Then another genius way of summarizing all the effect sends to one DC. Then when you finish, you are pushing this master bass, you are opening some levels inside the matrix and feeding your speakers, feeding the radio, feeding the online stream, then you are feeding your sub. That's your setup.
Yes.
So tell me the benefits of this setup. Like, why have you done a DCA heavy setup? Give me one advantage of that. Or as many advantages as you can. Why are you doing that?
Okay. One advantage of the DCA is, let's say before service starts, or you've already mixed the drums or the whole band on the channels by itself. So like, let's say you have set the levels at a proper, like you've given the channel a proper level. It's supposed to, like you've given it a proper level it needs. So let's say the drums is very loud. I can't come and turn off, like turn down the. Let's say the kick is loud, then I'll turn
one by one.
One by one. Sometimes it doesn't make it sound. Yeah, it doesn't make it sound some way. It sounds some way for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone may prefer doing that, but for me, I don't like it. So I have my drums in one, the whole drum.
Basically, it makes your life easy.
Yeah.
And then you have all the rest on one side.
Yeah.
So you mean the whole service, you just be mixing from your right?
My right hand side.
Oh, I see.
The only thing I push here is my loop. Maybe sometimes.
It's the loop because it's not.
Maybe sometimes it's very loud and I bring it down.
Very loud. Then.
Okay. That one doesn't change anything. My BVs, I don't do anything. I've set each and everyone has its own level, depending on the person. So yeah, let's say this lady has her own voice. So tune, like the microphones are tuned, basically personal.
The person's voice, yeah,
to the person's voice, and the level 2 is set.
No two people have the same voice settings.
So I don't have to come to the channel and mixing. I just have to be mixing according to the, let's say, the whole thing. I don't know how to. Let's say it's a combination of, let's say, voices. So everything is mixed.
And then you are mixing.
Then I'm just controlling the volume.
Yeah.
I'm just using the DCA as a volume.
And muting them as well.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So let's say when, you see as Ghanaians, our local praises, like, let's say, if you are doing this kind of worship, continuous worship, sometimes when the effect is more, it doesn't distract it very too much. But when, let's say, we are playing a rhythmic something, let's say like the praise highlight or something, and the effect, then I have to come in.
You have to be going to
no. I guess I have to push it down. And maybe if the delay is too much, I use this knob to control the FX return. Yeah. Just a little bit, I push it down. I don't have to come all the way. Yeah. Maybe I'm doing something. Yeah, so I just push it down a little bit. Yeah. It moves.
So you're advising every sound engineer to make DCA your friend.
It's very important.
Okay, DCA is your friend. Guys. So after the walkthrough, he would like to demo how like the whole setup is like. So that we can understand fully exactly what he was saying. Okay, so let's go.
So this is my drum channel. Actually, the DCA, the parallel compression group is down. That one too is also going through the DCA, but because the drum has like 2 groups, when I push one, it will still work. Yeah. When I mute it and this one is down, it won't work. So now I have only the loop playing because the loop is not going to any mixer, any subgroup. Let me set my channel, the drums according to. So let me solo the DCA. Okay, so I'm actually doing only the drums now.
Wow. So with this kick, like you were explaining some compression and all those kind of things.
Okay.
So you keep playing. Like I want to understand So can you like remove the compression, like press the bar and let's see how it sounds without those things. And the gate and the EQ. Like let's see how this thing was on. It's really sounding like
every frequency.
Oh, I see.
So then I have to boost some frequencies.
Okay. I see. So now the EQ is in, the gate is now in.
The compressor is in.
So let us see the gate on your kick. Why?
Actually, I will explain the.
Okay, you explain it in the later video. Okay, then let's do that.
But the reason why I do this, like let's say I push the threshold very far, is the amount of pressure you like the way you attack the gate determines how it's closed, how fast it will close. The harder you attack it, the faster it closes. Yeah. And it makes actually a gate makes the kick very punchy. Yeah. Actually, it makes it punchy very
okay. Okay. So you do a separate video on that.
On that.
That's fine. So let's continue. So like,
another gate
in the main service, you have this one knob for your drums. Like you just push it up and then you are through. Beautiful. And your parallel compression, is it on or is down?
Right, for now it's down.
It's down. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to demo? Okay.
Down. So I will move to my bass guitar.
Okay.
So on the bass guitar, so I'm saying I have the EQ up. I have reduced this certain frequency around 500 Hz. So I want to boost there for you to see how it sounds. So for now I'll mute my drums. Then you see it sounds very good.
Sounds. So you want to cut that frequency?
For me to get a smooth. I'm doing a smooth, very small, a little bit of cutting down the 60.
Nice.
Through the drum. So this one is the keyboard.
The keyboard, right? Okay.
So in this sound check, the piano, we didn't use the piano, so it's only one.
Okay, are you using only the other one?
Yeah. So I have a little bit actually, I don't know.
Okay, so you can pull them down so that we can hear you. The three knobs are the DC, no, not this one. Yeah. And then yeah. Then now when you speak.
Yeah, okay. So for my drums, it goes to the you see where the guitar goes. So I will unmute the guitar.
Okay. Nice.
So the guitar is turned to the left.
All the way to the left.
Yeah, but not at least around 75%.
Wow.
So that it won't compensate with I have it with the same group. DC.
With the keyboard.
Yeah.
Got it. Then the next one will be the beats, right?
So
okay. Okay. So this is a rehearsal session You recorded.
Yeah. So for now, even my effects are not on. Yeah.
Okay.
If I should bring up the So with my effects on. My drums.
Okay. I can hear some effects on the beat.
Nice vintage room.
Oh, okay. We inserted and took it out. Nice. Also, you are tapping the tempo for the delay.
It's very loud, so I'll bring it. I'm not trying to move this place. Bring the return down. One of my DV is very I'll bring my DC. Okay, so if I should go back, okay.
So like, I think it's a good demo. I only see you touching the right side, the DCA side. Then that explains why you went through all that trouble to push everything to the DCA. And then the mix is also very pure, very nice.
So if I should bring, if I should bring my where I set the DCA level, you see the drum sounds like this. So that's why I did parallel compression.
So that you are applying the parallel compression. Wow.
Yeah. So, you see then? See the kid? And when you hit the snare, so when I take it down,
That's an effect.
so this is,
I think this is where we'll bring this chapter to an end.
okay.
Very, very insightful. I think you've taught us a lot of things today, and then we'll pick it up.